Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. My name's Leanne, if you haven't met me before. I'm a fat vegan trying to lose weight using the Slimming World system, and to everyone else, welcome back. So today is Friday, yay! I am still brimming over with joy about my 8-pound loss at group last night and my Half Stone award, so really thrilled about that. Now the important thing is keeping it up, so that will be interesting, but all I'm going to do is just stick to plan. I actually just put a goal of £2 for next week because I thought, you know, sometimes when you have a big loss the first week, you see not a lot the following week. So I thought that's okay, you know, just got to try and stay motivated, not be unrealistic with it is what I mean. So having said that, yesterday I finished on 15.5 sins out of my 25, can you believe it? I'm very tempted this morning to have coffee, but I do feel so much better when I start my day with herbal tea or green tea. So I was going to have green tea, but I'm now thinking, do I fancy something else? I do like these two I usually have later on in the day. I've been having my ginseng matcha green in the morning. I think that, yeah, I'm gonna go with matcha green. Yes, I know this is a weird breakfast, but I just have been really wanting to try the Pitta Pockets that I bought yesterday. So I'm going to do that. And the way I really have been craving them, one of my favorite things in the world is this tofurkey stuff, but with mayo. Now this mayo is 5 sins for a tablespoon. I'm gonna try and use half a tablespoon between 2 of these Pitta Pockets just to limit the sins, but I don't mind using a tablespoon. I'm happy to use my sins on that. I'm quite shocked that I've managed to get exactly 52 grams, but yeah, the tofurkey, a third of the pack is 52 grams, and that's 1.5 sins. Right, so let's do a quick review, shall we? I don't have a toaster, so I put them under the grill, obviously flip them over, and this one has kind of puffed up quite nicely. You can see the steam coming out, but this one hasn't really. It's kind of flat and depressing. So we'll see how they go, but look. Okay, so first bonus point, they've both split open without tearing completely, so that's like better than any other Pitta ever. Now, as I said before, a tablespoon of Hellmann's vegan mayo is 5 sins. I want to use half a tablespoon between the two, so it's only 2.5 sins. And the easiest way I can think of to do this is to use my teaspoon measure. Now, teaspoon, you can get 3 in a tablespoon. So this would be 1.5 teaspoons for half a tablespoon, okay? So I need 3/4 of this teaspoon per one of them to make my sins right. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't easy, but I have managed it. There's not a lot in each one, but it was sufficient, so I think that's fine. And then I'm just gonna stuff with my third of a pack of tofurkey between the two. I've got some tomatoes cut up, and I'm gonna use some mixed pea shoot salad. Okay, this wasn't easy, but I did it, so. They're quite full, which is nice. This was the first one. There's like one at the bottom, and then leaves, then tomato, then leaves, then tomato, then leaves, and then another, like one kind of tucking it in at the top. It didn't really work. Anyway, this one was better. I went with a tofurkey slice each side, and they're kind of gathered at the bottom, and then I put some leaves in, then I put the tomatoes in, and then that. So I was trying to make a pretty picture, but let's face it, this isn't going to be today's cover photo. I thought it was going to be, but sort of, it looks awful, but it's going to taste nice. I probably should mention that this totals at 4 sins and Healthy Extra B. So that's 1.5 for the tofurkey, 2.5 for the mayo, and then of course Healthy Extra B and the other bits of speed. So, it's hard to tell through the pea shoots, but they seem pretty good for gluten-free. Okay, I've just made up my little espresso thing, and this is my 300 mils of milk, Alpro Barista. and I've just whizzed it with the milk frother. To make my latte, it's only 10:30 and I've given in to a latte already, but that's fine. So that's 3 sins, 1 sin per 100 mils. I use 300 mils. Boy, has lunchtime come around fast today. It is 20 to 1 right now. I had my breakfast at 9 o'clock and I had my coffee that you last saw at 10:30 because I made it just ready for our morning meeting. So for lunch today, yesterday I got out of the freezer this, which is a sausage and bean casserole that I made a few weeks ago. It was part of a video that I filmed for YouTube, but I never put up. However, I did keep the footage on how I made this casserole, so I'm just going to show you now, and it's only half a sin. These are sin-free Lynn McCartney sausages. Usually I'd put a little bit more effort into a recipe, but as this is a very quick and dirty one because I can't be bothered to do anything, this is what I'm doing. It's like a little cheats way to add flavour without actually bothering chopping loads of stuff. So as you know, I'm cooking these in the oven right now. They work very much better if you cook them so they go nice and crispy and whatever on the outside, and then you can just cut them up and stir them through the casserole at the end. So basically my main ingredients is red onion, leek, carrots, which are desperate to be used. I've got some red and yellow pepper, some spinach. I'll probably use like half this bag of spinach, so that's about half a pound or 200 and something grams. And then the juicy part will be garlic and herb passata. Honestly, this has so much flavour. It's a lifesaver. I'm also going to put in another can of these cherry tomatoes because that's really nice for some texture. And I'm going to use both of these smoked chilli and tomato stock pots. So I'm going to use both of those for flavour. And then for my beans, I'm using this 3-bean salad, which is a mixture of cannellini, flageolet and azuki beans. And they're just in water, just like all the Tesco beans. So yes, sausage and bean casserole. Okay, so I've just got the onions going, and I'm just sauteing them in 20 sprays of rapeseed oil spray, which is 2 sins in total. And then I've got all my other veggies chopped, ready to go in. As soon as the onions start to soften a bit, I'll pop these in, saute them as well. So as you can see, tons of speed. My pan is huge. It's my big stock pot. Top tip, if you do ever want to add water to anything that you've used a can or carton of tomatoes, just do it from there, because then it gets all the juices and things out. And then again, just really don't want to add loads of water. The only reason I'm adding any at all is because the beans are yet to go in, so it shouldn't be too thin, and it's going to cook for a while as well. Okay, and there's the beans. And then all we're going to do is just let that simmer for a while, and then add the sausages when they're cooked and done. Okay, here we go. This, I actually ended up using the whole bag of spinach in here. I know it doesn't look it, but that just tells you how much this pot holds. So, and obviously spinach does go to virtually nothing. So this is how we're looking right now. Looks pretty good. And then the veggie sausages are cooked, so I just slice them up in a neat little row, which I find very pleasing. Okay, excuse the mess, but there we go. So this made 4 roughly equal portions at half a sin each. Hey guys, so if you watched yesterday, you'd have seen some of the, well, and some other previous grocery hauls, you'd have seen that I've been buying plenty of treats that I can have on Slimming World without feeling too guilty. One of my big problems is wanting something treat-like and then having nothing in the house, or having stuff that I haven't calculated the sins on or whatever, and then I end up going to the shops and going, screw it. See how I didn't swear? Going screw it and having, you know, like buying a whole cake and eating it. Not that I've ever done that before, Bosh, I blame you. Anyway, so this snack box has everything labelled with how many sins. For example, 4, 4.5, 3. loads of different, I've got 3 different flavours of hula hoops puffed in there. Beef, which is obviously vegan, ready salted and salt and vinegar. And I've got pom bears as well. I've got my little seaweed thins, they're one sin, sorry. Got popcorns, I think that one's 3, that one's 3, and that one's 3.5. Party rings, yeah, so I'm really pleased because this means when I fancy something, I can come along, I can just go, I want one of them. And it's not like awkward. And also it's all together. So it's like a real, if you want something, this is the one place to go. Unless it's like a chocolate pudding or a yogurt or something, or chocolate, because that's all in the fridge. Okay, back at my desk having my sausage and bean casserole. It's tasty, easy, satisfying, and loaded with speed, as you can see. So I'm not having anything with it, I'm just having it as is. Like a soup really, that's why I've got a spoon, because it's so like, yay. I'm having some party rings. I've had 7.5 sins today. These are 4 sins, so that's 11.5. It's mid-afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. So this is my little pick-me-up. I may have a coffee, I don't know. I'm trying to only have 1 latte a day, but oh, I do quite fancy one. It is a Friday, what a treat. So I think this isn't bad for 4 sins. There's like, you get quite a few. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 bits, so 6. No, I haven't eaten these, they break, but bizarrely I've only got 1 part of a white one. There's no other white ones in there, so that's a little upsetting. I guess it's just how they come out of the machine or whatever. But yeah, I think this is really good for 4 sins because it's something that lasts a long time, that you can munch on. It feels satisfying, it's sweet, it's just awesome. So it's now 6 o'clock-ish. Yeah, 6 o'clock, almost exactly. I just made myself a coffee. I'm really tired. This is a common theme in my videos, and I'm sorry, but it is something that I've experienced post-COVID. So yeah, I'm always tired basically. Yeah, so I've just got coffee with some coconut milk in it, and this coconut milk is fine as a healthy extra A. I haven't actually measured how much I put in, although if I had to guess, I'd say it was 100 mils, maybe just under. But I haven't had any other healthy extra A's today, and I'm not planning on it, so which is why I'm not like too worried about it. Hey guys, it's dinner time. I'm just laughing at myself. I do this all the time. I'm just a crazy person. Anyway, it is now 7:30. Yes, time flies when you're having fun, and I decided to have fun clearing out my little boot room behind me, and cleaning it all and putting in a new shoe rack I got the other day that's been sat in my lounge waiting to go in and have shoes transferred in. Anyway, you don't need to know that, but yes, so I've been very busy and I'm now tired and quite hot, and I need some food. So in the interest of using things up, because, you know, we all have stuff in our fridge that needs using every now and then. I have some tofu. Now, this is one of the big tofu blocks, as in Tofu Co. And, I mean, technically the expiry date was yesterday, but, I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's absolutely fine. So I've just cut it on here to drain it a little bit. And then I have my leftover rice from Tuesday. You can see the condensation where it's been in the fridge. So that's just left over from Tuesday. It's been in the fridge ever since. So what I'm going to do is just basically fry it in sesame oil. I'm going to make like that sticky tofu sauce thing and coat this. I'm going to air fry this now with my trusty steed. And I haven't got pak choi or anything, but I really want a nice variety of fresh vegetables because I feel like I've not had a lot of fresh vegetables today because obviously I had a freezer lunch. So this is just vegetables from my fridge. So mushrooms, courgette, pepper, broccoli, and of course spring onions. I'll put some ginger and chili in the sauce along with garlic, but I'll show you when I make it. Okay, so that is going into the air fryer. I've got one of my liners in there. I'll put that on for 15 and then chop up my veg. Oh my god, I hate it when this happens. This freaks me out so much. Look, my pepper's bad. And I was going to cut the bits out, but I can see there's other bits all in there. And so I'm not risking it. I'm just going to throw this one away. What a waste. I'll just use a whole yellow pepper instead. God, that's annoying. Pepper has really creeped me out. If there's one thing I hate, it's like mouldy vegetables. And the seeds were all gone as well. Like, I didn't notice until I put it in the veg bin, but like, oh, they're all very, I don't know how. I literally bought that when I last went to Tesco, which was like a few days ago. I mean, seriously. Anyway, so, oh, look, you can see right out to the back passage, I call it. It's the long lobby. The back corridor. I call it back passage because it's funny. My mum goes mad. So, I'm going to use 2 different oils today. One is this stir fry oil, which is really nice. It's got garlic and ginger in it, and it just smells so stir fry-y. It's just lush. So I'm going to use that to fry my like rice and veg in, and then sesame oil in the like sticky sauce thing. I'm going to start cooking my veg, but I think, as always, I've gone overboard. So I've put 1 teaspoon of the stir-fry oil in the bottom, so that's 2 sins. And this is 1 yellow pepper, 1 courgette, some mushrooms, and 2 biggish spring onions. I would have put more spring onions, but that was all I had. What a travesty. I'm just going to chop some garlic, but I'm just going to get this going first. Do you ever hit that wall where you just feel really tired? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to always go on about being tired. I just run out of energy all of a sudden. Anyway, my stuff is cooking. I put the garlic in. I've mixed it all up. It's been going for a while. And my tofu is just finished, so that needs to go in a little longer. I'll shake that up properly in a sec. I've chopped up my garlic and my chili for the sauce. I need to do the ginger and get it all heating up. In the sauce so far, there's 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Everything's happening, but basically I've just mixed in the rice, which was amusingly in that giant block, and I added another teaspoon of the stir fry oil, so that's 2 in there, that's 4 sins, plus a great big sploosh of soy sauce, and then the world's smallest amount of broccoli because I feel like there's enough veggies in this rice. And then also I've got this one sauteing. This is 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, ginger, garlic and chili right now. I'm going to add in my soy sauce, which basically quite a lot. Yes, all of that. And then some rice vinegar, and then some maple syrup, which is of course sin. Okay, I'm fed up of cooking now, so that'll do. This is starting to stick slightly, so it's fine, it's coming up, but it could be better. Don't know how cooked the broccoli is, but that's fine. My little saucy sauce, I haven't put any corn flour in, but I have put in 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, so that's 1 sin, and my tofu is crispy enough for my taste. So basically, you just chuck the tofu in there. I'll just do that off camera. Sorry about all the steam, but you know, it's how it is. So that's had a good mix. Yummy, yummy. So dishing up time. Righty ho, this looks an absolute state. This is some spring onions that I reserved, just to pretty it up, you know. Oh, there's some more. Just the green tops, I put the white bits in the thing. And then that's that. So I've had, I reckon, maybe 3/4 of that mixture, which was 4 sins. So if that's all I eat, that's 3 sins, happy days. This, again, I've had probably 3/4 of it. If I want the rest, I'm more than happy to have it. I've committed the sins, it's fine. But yeah, for now, this is my giant dinner. I'm just about to eat, but I just licked the spoon. Oh my God, I can't tell you how good that like sauce stuff is. I must confess, I don't really measure it. You just put in loads of soy sauce, a small amount of rice vinegar, teaspoon of sesame oil, ginger, garlic, chili, and then 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. Perfect. It's sweet, it's salty, it's spicy, it's just, oh, so good. If you don't make anything that I ever make that. That's the only thing I ever want you to try. You can do tofu in the oven, and you can put some corn flour on it, but don't forget to sin it. It's only low sin, and you don't need a lot. But yeah, just do it, it's lush. So worth it. Hey guys, so after my dinner, I did eat all of it by the way, so that was 7 sins, but I sat for like a while letting it go down, and same as last night, by the time I got up to clean up the kitchen and make a cup of tea, I boiled the kettle and I was just like, do you know what? I can do without. And I didn't have any dessert either. I was going to have a little chocolate pot thing because I've got 6.5 sins left, but I'd rather go to bed. So once again, I'm ending my day before I've used all my sins. And I didn't even have a cup of tea after tea. I would like one, but I would like to sleep more. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks as always for watching. Obviously, please press like and subscribe if you want to be notified when I do new videos. You have to click the little bell thing. So yeah, but thank you all for your lovely comments as well. I really, really appreciate it. See you tomorrow.